Morning. Okay, today I'm going to do 16 miles, 16 hilly miles. I'm going to climb 3,500 feet. I've got my entourage, I've got my understudy Ben's with me, Bernie, and the children on bikes. So here we go, we'll check in at the end and let you know how we got on. Okay, I'll just give you a quick flash of the family and see you later. Bye. Hi again. So it didn't go quite as planned, as can be the way with training plans, especially when you're trying to incorporate children and bikes and dogs. So about 1.5 miles in, we realised that the path was impassable for the children's bikes. And it was even tricky with Bernie because we were basically hugging the Jurassic Coast. So I was trying to do the 16-mile Firesport trail, which leads from Worth-Matravers in Purbeck and basically hug the Jurassic Coast. And it looked like an amazing route, and I've done a lot of it. So what happened was we had to make the sensible decision that Ben had to go back with the children and the dog because it just wasn't, say, passable for them. And I'll show you some pictures later. You can see some of the paths that they attempted and then I went on and did. Tough. So I've still done a good training session today. So Ben was nervous, understandably, about me doing the 16-mile trail because it goes out quite a way, and we didn't have mobile signal either, so there was no way of sort of keeping contact and meeting me at another point. So he wasn't happy about me doing the full trail, and obviously, I understood and appreciated that. So we agreed that I would stick to sort of a 6-mile loop and just do it a couple of times, and just experiment really, just get some hill training in, which is what I needed to do. I mean, I know I can do 16 miles. I did 15 last weekend, so another mile, would have been easily achievable. It was more about getting the hill practice. So in the end I did 10.5 miles, 10.5 hard miles. I haven't looked at all the stats yet in terms of my ascent, but the overall ascent for this trail is 3,500 feet, and I reckon I've done a lot of that, because so the first part was going up the coast and coming back down was certainly really tricky, very slippy. Had some cattle on the way as well, which was interesting, with their young, so I had to sort of do a bit of a diversion right down to the coast and sort of really on sort of heather and scrambling, and then some really steep hill bits over just flat grass, and the mist as well. I couldn't see. I could see. I was lucky if I could see about 20 feet ahead of me, really. And the visibility was really poor, but I'm really pleased I did it. I agreed to meet Ben and the children back at the pub for 12. I got here at 8 minutes to. It's now 1 minute to, and they're not here, which is not good because they have the money, and I could really do with a pint now. So hopefully they'll be here soon and I'll be able to enjoy a pint, and apparently they do amazing steak pasties here, so I'm going to have a steak pasty. Okay, thanks, and if you can support me, please do. I really found today tough, but it was, all the better for knowing I had Dad with me. I always carry his buff now. It starts off around my neck and then it gets too hot, so it gets tied to my backpack or belt. So yeah, if you can support me, please do. It's a great cause, or for the Royal British Legion. Thank you, bye.